Hello and welcome to GR Gaming. The new Brawler Sam has released and seems to be very fun to play. Today I maxed them out and tried them in each game mode. Let's get into it.
Time to show the kids how it's done!
Solo Showdown seems to be one of their best game modes. Sam is a very aggressive brawler, especially in closer range maps. They can keep the pressure up almost indefinitely by throwing their super against obstacles for a quick heal and speed boost. They start with their super and are able to throw their super to gain speed and do damage. This works well in Solo Showdown to be the first to the boxes and get some damage in before you reach them. Be careful though, as it is very easy to accidentally throw your super too far and lose your knuckle busters. Make sure to throw your super against an obstacle to stop it, if what you want isn't at max range. Your super will go over water. Sam can charge your super, but it is much harder with the lower damage, so it's best to always throw your knuckle busters where you can retrieve them. Sam with their super does a lot more damage than without. However, without their super, they reload ammo quicker, which makes the lower damage per attack not as big of a deal. Sam's attack and reload is a bit slower and unloads in 2 punches. At max range, it's possible for only 1 punch to hit, so make sure you're close to the enemy or boxes. When in a fight, you can throw your super often to damage enemies and regain health. This is the main reason they can be so aggressive. Keep in mind, after throwing your super, it takes 2 seconds roughly before you can pick it up to regain your attack power and health. Their gadget, which pulls enemies towards your knuckle busters, can be useful to pull enemies back to your knuckle busters before they can run away. I found it's best to start tapping your gadget just before your knuckle busters go down to ensure the enemy doesn't get a chance to run too far away from them. The pull they provide is very short range. Overall, Sam can dominate in most close range maps and most game modes. I found that Sam's hard counter may be Griff due to their high health and high damage, since Sam needs to get close to attack. In Duo Showdown, Sam performs almost as well as Solo Showdown. The only difference being that in some interactions, Sam can be teamed up on and out-damaged. It is so easy to rush the center of some of the duo maps due to their mechanics. Once you get a lot of power cubes, even your super can one-shot a lot of brawlers, sometimes complete teams if close together. In Gem Grab, I found Sam may have a bit more trouble, but can still dominate if played correctly. This is due to many Gem Grab maps being a bit more open. With Sam, you can get in some clutch endgame plays to get the gems and use their super to run back to the other side with a heal at the end. Brawl Ball may be another one of Sam's top game modes. They can quickly take down an enemy and run to the goal if only one enemy brawler is within range and they have the ball. The danger in Brawl Ball, however, is throwing your super too early and losing it behind the enemy. They are not as effective without their super and cannot gain the extra speed or healing. It will take a while to regain their super if they lose it. As well, the enemy team tends to team up on individuals more, which is not good for Sam. Bounty will be map dependent for Sam, and in long range maps may be their weakest game mode. In close maps, they can keep the pressure up and gain a lot of stars. This may not be great if there are throwers or griff, however, since they will be targeted for their many stars by more than one of the enemy team. Since they can be teamed up on easily with throwers, they may end up losing in the end game. Likewise, in long range maps, they will be targeted by long range brawlers and throwers. In Heist, they worked well in the games I played, however I found they will need 2 team members with brawlers that can damage the safe more effectively. Sam, even in this longer range map, can keep the enemy back, but has a hard time staying alive after diving into the safe with their super. It seems best to keep the enemy back with them and let your teammates do the damage to the safe. In hot zone maps that are short to medium range, they appear to be good. However, I foresee maps such as open zone being a no-go for them due to their very short range. Even running into the center in open zone with them, they will quickly lose out to many longer range brawlers or throwers. Knockout will also be map dependent for them. Since you have one life, you cannot afford to be aggro and take chances. You will need to play carefully with them and avoid using them in longer range maps or maps where throwers have long walls or water to hide behind. Overall, I think Sam is on the OP side and can dominate if played right in most medium to short range maps and modes. Even in some modes with long range maps, they can still do well if played carefully and you don't lose your knuckle busters behind water, obstacles, or many enemies. Their best modes I think are Duo and Solo Showdown and Brawl Ball, due to their mobility, damage, and healing. Let me know what you think of the new Brawler in the comments, and like, share, and subscribe. We will see you next time on GR Gaming.